From the Golden Nugget in Atlantic City, New Jersey, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. Our cash game being held at the Golden Nugget in Atlantic City continues into the night, and we're reaching the point where endurance becomes as much a part of the game as skill. Let's check in with our players and see who's running sprints and who's going the mile. We continue our second day of cash here at Golden Nugget in Atlantic City with a couple of new players. Not new to Poker Night in America, though, are joining us Travell Thomas and Ken Teach Aldridge, now taking a spot at our cash game.
Well, coming from Sean, it's definitely not a compliment.
No,
so.
he didn't it that way, but it was.
Well, what was it?
I'm
Come on, Sean, if you could say it once, you have to have the say it a second
I'm trying to think
time.
exactly how I word it. A lot of people have quickly with you or something along those lines?
No.
That was the
Somebody said something about quick. He said a lot of people are with Ebony.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is poker players, right? Like, these are guys that, probably so I just need to just show up, right? Don't really need to do anything.
Let's hope this hand doesn't make the broadcast. God, just fold, Steve.
Don't do anything
I'm taking one for the game, trust me.
No. Oh, God, Teach.
Yep.
Teach wants to hear more about
Definite
your
big pop
opinion.
rowing. It's gonna be the most interesting hand of the entire session now, of course.
Wonderful.
There hasn't been anything really cool that went down yet.
It'll just start with the raise and the call.
They want no part of that.
No. I promise you it'll
They're like,
start
we
with
can
the
bleep
raise.
you out, but we're not putting that one in.
All right, so a little something for both players. Aldridge with top pair and McLaughlin with the flush draw.
Raise to 1,000.
And the hand's gonna be show.
Yes, it is.
A couple of interesting quirks between these two when they're at the poker table. Stephen McLaughlin will always have a scarf, and Teach Aldridge will always be wearing yellow. Easy to pick them out that way. Of course, another statistic between these two is they will usually be winning at the poker table when you see them.
Well, we're gonna find out if the teach is doing the schooling or getting schooled.
Ooh. 15.
Well, Teach is doing the schooling right now. 1,500 the bet back to McLaughlin.
You can see Dan just like writing things down at 3 o'clock in the morning and trying to figure out what lines to use on all the players at the table.
No. I knew Teach was playing.
He was up
I don't
late on
even-
this one.
A little brick from McLaughlin on the river. And here's Teach's opportunity to win with a weak ace.
That's what you got.
Ace.
Turn it over.
And he checks and will win with ace 5.
Wow.
He had the nuts. He had top pair. It's hard to get top pair.
Hey.
It's hard to get top pair.
Well, that's making the broadcast.
Stout, you want an orange chip to make your stack look more diminishing?
This is Matt Stout in seat 1.
God, I hate you so much, Sean.
Travell Thomas will play pocket
I'll give you
5s.
an orange and a purple, but I don't think you have enough chips for it.
You're such a sweetheart.
Stout's one of my favorite people. We didn't even know, we're very good friends, that we were living in the same city for like 9 months. And, and didn't get to hang out. Found out as I was leaving there.
Yep. It was fine because there was so much for me to do in Jacksonville by myself, and my fiance was studying like 23 hours a day.
We wouldn't have done anything fun.
Where was it?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, wow. I like Jacksonville.
You're the only person.
Why?
I think it's a cool city. I'm surprised. I was
You
surprised.
think it's a cool city?
Yeah, I was surprised how cool it was.
He does say it.
I was
He
only
lives in
there
the
for a
weird
little
part
bit.
of.
I guess I can't fold into this
Good
section.
pop builder. Good pop builder.
There's a lot of water,
Now
and
somebody's gonna
I
get
don't know. It's
stacked.
just pretty.
There's a lot of water?
Some stuff to do. Yeah.
Guys, I want the flop to be ace 5 deuce. Ace 5 deuce.
Golf.
Well, we've got quite a bit of action that has developed here. All these players are in for $500.
I got all 3 wrong.
That's pretty terrible.
Yeah, I know.
I think all 5 of these players love that flop. If you've got deuces, 5s, or 7s, you're thinking, okay, that's a pretty good flop. Ebony Kenny's got the flush draw. Dan Shack's got an overpair. But Dan Shack is going to be the first one to bet and try to take the pot down. Ebony not going anywhere.
going.
Okay.
Set?
No.
Okay.
What's your twice?
Twice, I guess.
Yeah, I always go
What do you
twice.
got?
Flush draw.
Flush draw.
Okay.
Surprise.
Twice.
Let's see the hands.
Almost $13,000 going to winner of this pot. They will be running it twice.
That's 50-50.
Ebony Kenny in a great spot here, actually. Statistically, she's ahead going to the turn and river. She misses the first turn and misses the river, and so now Ebony's going to have to find either a spade, an ace, or a queen on the second run to chop this pot.
Inappropriate comments ready for that one?
That's what I was going to say. Jesus, can you really miss twice?
Yeah, but I won't.
There you go.
And she hits the spade on the river to save the pot. And Dan Shack was that close to scooping a $13,000 winner. Coming up next, more action from the felt, and later on, it's poker night at the movies with Ebony Kenny, Richard Roper, and James Woods.
I love it. It's so over the top.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America. We return to the Golden Nugget in Atlantic City. Poker Night in America brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online. Back to Golden Nugget, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Really? That's what you think?
That's what the word on the street is.
The word on the street? Must be some busy conversations.
Maybe you don't stay in your lane enough.
I guess
You don't
not.
stay in your lane
I'm
enough.
veering. Because I heard before that. Oh, no. She you guys stay away from that. And I was like, oh.
No, they just said stay away from you. It had nothing to do about the guys you date.
Yeah, those are the ones that are saying that are still waiting in line.
Come on, pick something quick. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go further.
Come on,
I have so much to go with.
man. You gotta have a quicker comeback.
No,
He was like
this
trying
hand's
to
definitely gonna be aired, so I don't want.
He's trying to
Yeah,
figure out how
air-
much I can handle.
As you're playing a hand, you're like, what is the chance it's gonna get aired? Okay, this is very like, all right. Don't want to really just like come into and they cut in the conversation. I'm just saying that to her. That seems totally out of context. So like everyone hates me. Like they don't.
Everyone hates you anyway.
Yeah.
Set of deuces for Deeb.
Sean's like, oh yeah, I'm in a pot. I forgot about that.
Everybody checks, so we're going to the turn.
Yes, thank you.
Check from Patterson. A bet here from Sean Deeb would more than likely lose Stephen McLaughlin. $9.50 the bet. And McLaughlin will fold. Now back to Patterson. Interesting, still with an overpair of the board, knowing that Sean Deeb is capable of betting nearly anything. Will make the call.
On.
And all the money goes in from Sean Deeb.
I wish I would have checked the turn. You got it.
You want to check raise the turn? We'll give you a new river card.
Yeah, show one.
No. He knows I had him.
Young Mr. Patterson, we can tell you made the correct fold. All right, we continue our $25.50 cash game here from Atlantic City. Golden Nugget. Travell Thomas calls with sixes.
See, if you just called, we could have called in 300.
McLaughlin has pumped it up to
I
500.
wanted to see it for cheap.
Circling back around to Sean Deeb.
How much you playing?
I've seen Deeb play for stacks with much less than ace-king.
On.
I call.
Whoa.
And just like that, we've got a $21,000 pot.
Wait,
Can we do this twice? I have a really bad hand.
How bad is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
a 3.
7?
Can you show
Oh,
it?
that's better.
It's 8 high.
Can you show it?
I love that you 8-7 suited.
How good is your hand?
Show it. It's good enough for me to call you all in.
Can you show me your hand first? I'll decide if I want to show
I'll show
my
you
hand.
one card,
Okay.
then you show me the other card. Let me see the other one. You said 8 high. You're so full.
Let me see your other one.
Let's switch.
Oh,
So you can turn over mine. I'll turn over yours. Right?
okay. God, so brutal.
How do you wake up with aces?
Let's go.
I had 6s.
How'd you not slow roll
I was
me?
gonna win that hand with 6s.
Is it so much fun to not slow roll you?
Is this twice or once?
We didn't say.
Once then.
Oh, God.
Can't have an ace of spades for a good sweat.
This is flat.
Man, I'm so proud of myself when you re-raise.
So Stephen McLaughlin, the godfather to Sean Deeb's only child, takes a $21,000 pot with aces.
Yay. Sweet, sweet, sweet Sean Deeb money.
And you just brought in 5, just reloaded.
Yep. Good timing.
Great timing.
Adding 10.
It's okay. Some of this is going to go back to your kid. You know that. I'm going to have to buy him something nice now.
Well, I'm glad you limped, because then it made me limp, because I would have raised.
Yeah. It's fun to win the biggest pot of your life, right?
Biggest pot of my life?
Yeah, that was the.
Biggest pot of my life.
Sean Deeb is going to make it 150.
Is it? It might be.
I would assume so.
Not the biggest winning session, but
No, it's not over yet.
I mean, I don't normally play 25-50, that's for sure.
Oh, you limped this? I didn't see that limp. How much is that? I wish I was setting up a good slow roll here, but I'm not.
Wow, now he's really setting up a good
yeah.
roll.
It's the best roll ever.
Sean Deeb's got fresh chips.
Okay, well, here's the good news for you.
You're steamy.
Well, that definitely is true. But I have like 900 extra, so I can't buy in for this 10. Like, so if I call, I can just put it on the table.
I would say there has to be a call coming.
Or else I have to put chips in pocket. How badly do you want me to gamble?
He's taking enough from me. Put it in.
Okay.
Run it once.
Such an annoying one.
How big was it?
1350.
1350.
I'm very confident. I'm extreme. I'm gonna start stacking it in.
You might as well. Ship the money. Send it over here, buddy.
I thought we're on the same team.
Play well, but Sean, jeez.
I wish it was suited.
Why would I buy in for more when I can get you to put 1350 on the 10-9 on?
DraftKings, the official fantasy sports site of Poker Night in America.
I thought you didn't see the limp, too.
I would never make it
wasn't sure.
150.
Yeah.
I'd either go min or 200. It's just like the perfect seat to not
But as
see
soon as you
it.
grabbed chips, I was like, whoa, this is going to be really weird if he min-raises after I say, how stupid do you think I am? And I'm going to limp Jim Ace Jack over at the next hand as I'm saying it.
Matt Stout still enjoying the basic courtesy double up he got from Sean Deeb before we went to break.
I'm glad I limped both of those hands now, but for very different reasons.
That'll be my first TV losing session right here.
It's not over yet.
You got a long
Gotta think
time.
positive.
I just want to beat him.
Hours,
But he
though.
owned me with those 6s.
You want to be a teach?
And he wasn't going
Are you serious?
Look at his
face.
How can you wanna
beat that guy?
Because he's so happy he won. I would want to beat him.
Yes.
He's
he was
like-
ecstatic.
He's like the jolliest person in poker.
Yes.
Why would you want to beat him?
You always
No,
got to
that's
pick one
Iceman.
person at the table to go after.
Do you?
I do.
That's a good
I always
idea.
pick one person at the table to hate.
It used to be me, right?
But then I realized we're sitting here with Matt. And
And then one day we were talking to each other and we were like, you know, I think I kind of like that guy. Both of us did it at the same time.
You really don't like a person when you don't know him, then you meet him, you're like, oh, he cool.
Like, God, that guy's face tilts me. 2 sessions later, you're like, yes, I get to play with this guy again. Like, what happened?
I did say that guy always has all the damn chips in the tournament. Tilts me.
Oh, that's why you hated me at first.
It tilts me.
We had someone at Borgata like a year and a half ago on day 2 sit down at Volpe's table. I was sitting with him, but this guy sits down like 45 minutes late. Volpe has all the chips. And he just immediately decides to berate him, like threatening his life. Like, I'm going to kill you. Do you want to take this outside? And Paul's like, what the hell is going on?
It's funny when people at the poker table saying, let's take it outside.
The guy was like flashing his pocket knife. Like, it was crazy. It was really crazy. They
That's
ended
when
up,
they got to kick him out.
They ended up kicking him out. He was like,
Why didn't you slow roll? Why'd you flip your hand over so quickly?
I didn't necessarily win yet.
When it was clearly good. No. He at least thinks about raising better hands.
Can I have the 1,200 or?
Tyler, I'm very disappointed in you.
I know, I should have.
I'm keeping this 100 because you didn't slow roll him.
I'm almost okay with that. I'm disappointed too.
ironically enough, Stevie Wonder is like my new favorite old artist.
I just saw him live
And
Fifth
are you
row.
serious?
in Vegas. Incredible.
He is spectacular. My sister just had my nephew 9 weeks
for
ago,
once I didn't
and
straddle.
now every time I see him, thank you. Every time I see him,
Stan, you
we
don't
have
never
a song.
straddle,
It's the
Stan.
Stevie Wonder song.
I straddled every time, and I just, for one time, wanted to fold a bad hand.
If you got his name right, he might have kept straddling.
Yeah. When you call me Dan, I'll straddle again.
But yeah, he's probably
That's what I was going to raise.
top
so you
5
raise me.
ever, like best there ever is or ever will be.
I actually never thought he'd be that good live because the albums are so good it's hard to reproduce.
Right.
He lived up to it. He performed the entire songs in the key of life. It was great.
I think with like someone like Stevie Wonder, there's like this element of like unbridled passion when they perform. Like it's just
Pure brilliance.
yeah.
All in.
Call.
Whoa.
And here we go.
Ebony, save me the effort of texting someone. Would you have one ace 10-5?
I had 6-7 of spade. Watch me win.
Once or twice.
There are many things that Sean Deeb is good at, and one of them is handling swings.
Just double peeled, smashed.
Let's see if he can swing back against Patterson here.
Ooh.
little interesting.
He picks up a straight draw going to the river, but cannot hit it. And look at this. Patterson back-to-back monsters off of Sean Deeb.
At least he could beat me, Sean. Even that's not even true anymore.
I knew my 6-7 of spade with the nuts.
We're gonna finish there for the night here from Atlantic City, Golden Nugget, and Sean Deeb. Things were going great when we got the night started. Now he's got some more work to do as he's down $21,000, and you can draw a direct line from Deeb's stack to that of the winners here tonight, Stephen McLaughlin, Dan Shack, and Tyler Patterson. When we come back on Poker Night in America, it's Poker Night at the movies.
It's a beautifully nuanced scene.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
For tonight's movie scene review, we return to the Citizen Kane of poker films, the 1998 drama Rounders, starring Matt Damon and Edward Norton. Damon's character, Mike, was once referred to by Phil Locke as a Mystic Matrix Level 4 wizard. In tonight's scene, he shows off those Jedi powers when he pays a visit to the judges' game. This is Poker Night at the movies.
You sure this is wise, Abe? It's your money the kid's betting with.
That's plenty wise. We know what we're holding, and we know what you're holding.
When you come with a group of friends and you're just used to playing with a group of friends, right? No, you're not ever thinking that anybody's reading you, right? So when you have an outsider coming in and that's just able to read everyone right off the bat, that's what he did. Literally, like he was just like, listen, everything you're doing is face up, but you guys are just so involved in what you're doing right now. You're just enjoying, and you're not realizing this is something that, like, hey, if I had half a brain, I could pick you out.
He's seeing these 50, 60, 70-year-old men, they're having more fun playing poker than what they're doing for a living, and they're at the top of their profession. And he's thinking to himself, I could probably be a great lawyer, probably could be a great judge. I got to follow my passion. And he can't help himself in terms of, I got to say what everybody's hand is, but he's got enough discipline to say, I got to get out of here right now. So it's a beautifully nuanced scene.
Amateurs really only play their own cards. Oh, I've got aces. I must have the best hand. And it never dawns on them, hello, the board's very coordinated. That pro just had, 18 outs, and all of a sudden they're betting into you. Does that tell you something? Or they're check raising you. Maybe they hit a hand. You know, but most you see that all the time in tournaments. People get aces and they live and die by them.
They get married to them,
They get
and
married
that's
to
it.
aces.
Well,
And
and
they live and die.
I always
by
like
it.
to say that people would perceive to them as big hands trap themselves, and they
Right.
don't even
Absolutely
realize
true.
it.
Well,
and
it's-
that's that
it's-
kind of a situation like, hey, guess what? You checked them and gave them the free river, and now you've trapped yourself unbeknownst to you. Well, let's review the judges' scene. Let's give it our rating. Ebony, let's start with the poker player. What do you think?
I love it. It's so over the top. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's a royal, and that's it.
Okay. Richard?
I'll give it a Hoyle, actually, because it's like everything goes back to according to Hoyle, and this is like kind of.
You said you gave it a Royal?
She's giving it a
Royal.
Royal. I'm giving it a Hoyle, because like everything kind of goes back to the,
Not like a
this is
religious
like
thing?
the foundation. So I give it a Hoyle. Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a Hoyle.
All right. James?
Oh, I give it a Royal because it accomplishes so much. The writing is just wonderful, and the acting is wonderful. I think Matt Damon. I love Matt Damon as an actor, and Martin Landau, all of them. I mean, it's just it's beautifully directed by. I think John Dahl directed. Yeah, I know he did.
Yeah.
Directed the movie, and and boy, I hope there's a Rounders too.
Yeah,
Keep talking about it. I know.
that can't-
And I want to be in it. I don't even want to act
It's been
anymore,
around
but I
for
wanna
like
be-
10 years.
What?
I want to be in. If there's a round or two, please.
Yeah, I want to be in it.
Compliment, where are you? Get to the table here.
You know what we need to do?
Poker Night in America, Rounders 2.
For more from Poker Night, visit pokernight.com or connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, where you can see complete episodes and unedited live streams. Also, be sure to check out our online store for Poker Night shirts, hats, hoodies, and more. For everyone here at Poker Night in America, I'm Chris Hansen. Poker Night is brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online, and by DraftKings.
Very confident. I'm extreme. I'm gonna start stacking it in.
You might as well. Shift the money. Send it over here, buddy.
I thought we're on the same team.
You play well, Sean. Jeez.
I wish it was suited.
Why would I buy in for more when I can get you to put $13.50 on the 10-9 off?
Sweet, sweet, sweet Sean Deeb money.